Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine and say hello to Rocco.
Hi, Rocco Gibson here.
Recording artist, chef, yoga instructor, and he's showing us how to start the day on a positive note. And while we're hanging out with Rocco, get ready for a dose of healthy vibes for mind, body, and spirit.
Voila! And then you just dip and you enjoy. There you have it.
The babe and I are starting our weekend by going to our favorite bagel joint and meeting a few friends. Morning, guys. So the weekend continues. So we had a pretty good time at the bagel shop. Hung out with two of my really good buddies. One of them plays one of the thugs in my video Overdose. And the other one, he's been my good buddy, one of my best friends for forever. In fact, I think I've probably been friends with him the longest of all the friends that I currently hang out with on a regular basis. So we had a good time, and we were there till maybe about 8 or so, then we came back. And usually Friday nights for me, whether I go out or whether I don't, I usually kind of make that a special night where, you know, I might watch, you know, a bad movie, and we're talking like a bad, like, B movie. I always used to watch those when I was a kid. Basically, it's a time of relaxation and fun, and but last night, I was so tired. I was asleep probably by 9:30. So the next thing to do is to teach my 2 classes. I would show you guys that, however, I don't want to breach any privacy for any of the students that I teach, but I'll be doing that. And then afterwards, you know, who knows? I think I might, Chris and I, we may head to Troy and check out some of the things that are there. There's a farmer's market, which is great. There's actually an art show, which I'd love to check out as well. So we'll see. The weekend is progressing. I taught my 2 classes, and now I'm meeting Chris. He bust his way down here, and we're either going to go to an art show in Troy or a vintage event. Vintage Roundup, I think it's called, where they have vintage clothes, things like that. That's here in Albany, so we'll see. I love walking through Albany. It's very historic. It's very pretty. I just found Chris. He's straight up ahead. We decided to do the vintage roundup here in Albany. Hey, say hello. Hey. We're in the warehouse district of Albany, by the way. Supposedly hip and upcoming. Will I end up walking out of here with a pair of boots? We will see. That is just scary. We have ventured to Troy. The weekend continues, and we decided to take a quick trip to the farmer's market. We did a video on that already, so I won't bore you. We came, we saw, we conquered, and now we're home.
Here is a very brief warm-up that I do in my classes. I teach 2 classes, by the way. I teach a more intermediate, faster paced class, and I teach a soft and gentle, which is more meditation. So I'm going to show you the warm-up that I teach my students in the intermediate. This itself that I'm going to show you is not intermediate. This is very, very beginners, and anybody can do it. So what you're going to do is start in a cross-legged position, and if you're a regular practitioner of yoga, and if you have blocks, you can insert them, wedge them right next to your hips, wedging your legs. Flex your feet. This helps to protect the knees, and keep your spine upright. And close your eyes. Place your tongue behind your top 2 front teeth. Relax your face, relax your jaw, and bring your attention to your breathing. Feel your spine erect, tall. It's a gentle lifting motion, so you're not sitting all the way up like this. You're just gently lifting. Inhale, raise your arms up. Sorry you can't see my hands. Exhale, rainbow your arms down, float them down, and let your hands land. Feel that connection. Tuck your tummy in as you inhale up. On your exhale, rainbow the arms down. Let them touch. Inhale, reach up. This would be your right hand. Let it gently land. Once it connects, stretch up through your left side. Feel that stretch, and notice the bottom of your next exhale. And on your inhale, come up using your core to help you. Other palm out, let it land. Stretch up through the other side. This side might feel different. Inhale, reach up, tuck your tummy in, come forward, anchor your forearms against your legs for leverage, and just let your head hang forward. Stay here for just a few breaths. Breathe it out. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart center, close your eyes, take a breath. And that's a little warm up for you.
Tonight, we're going to be making this dish that I discovered from this really, really nice YouTube personality. Actually, she's beyond YouTube at this point, the pasta queen. She's amazing. Love her to death. She cooks the best meals, Italy style. She's so good. I highly recommend you check her out. She is the best.
So the main two ingredients of this dish, we have fresh figs, and we're going to use prosciutto. You can use pancetta for this. That would have been my first choice. However, the grocery store was actually out of it. I also use rigatoni for this particular dish, and we're also going to want to use some olive oil. Salt your water. Olive oil.
Well, I almost forgot. Pecorino Romano cheese, that's one of the other key ingredients in here. We're gonna put a cup of it in and make a pecorino paste.
I put the Pecorino Romano right in here, and we're gonna add some pasta water. Look at that. I added some prosciutto in here to season it up along with some pepper. Pasta's boiling. This is heated up, which is great.
One more thing I'm gonna add in here too is cognac. It's gonna taste amazing with the figs.
Drain your pasta, mix it up, cheese in. As you can see, it's nice, nice and creamy. Add your figs. Voila.
Wow. Interesting, the flavor of the fig in contrast with the pecorino. Wow.
We have arrived.
It's a perfect day to do this. The leaves are all changing colors. We're pretty much in the prime of fall here. I figured this would be a great thing to do. Say hi, babe. Whoa. Do-do-do-do. I'll share this, by the way. So the cabinets in the kitchen need to be repainted. We're gonna do this color. We're back.
Today, I'm actually going to show you something you can do with your abs that you can add to your yoga practice. I do this in between certain vinyasa flows. If you're not familiar with yoga, the pattern is usually a warm-up, a vinyasa flow, and so forth. But there's usually about 2 to 3 vinyasa flows in the practice that I do. And I always try to add certain things in so I can get parts of the body that you wouldn't otherwise in a traditional yoga practice. So I call this apple tree. So sit cross-legged or If you want to sit in a hero style pose, this is with the knees touching. You can't really see it on the camera, and I apologize for that, but the knees are touching. And for me, I prefer a cross-legged. If you have tight hips, you can take 2 blocks and you can insert them here. So first thing that I do is I engage the core. And just imagine that you have an apple tree in front of you. What you're gonna do is, using the strength of your core, you're gonna reach your arms and you are going to imagine that you're picking apples. So as I'm doing this, I'm not just sitting and I'm reaching, my core is engaged. So grab a few apples, tune into your breath. Now, if you want to work the obliques, that's on the side, reach from side to side. And what I also do is I also turn in just a little bit so that I can really get each oblique. Now, if you want to add biceps to this, flip your hands up. So this way you're using the resistance to get your biceps. And if by chance you want to get your back, okay, just imagine you're floating up in the air and you're now above the tree. Start pulling up. Another thing you can also do too is I'm actually going to pick on Jane Fonda in one of her early workouts, which I've enjoyed many times, by the way. It's from the 80s, but it's fine. Imagine that you're pulling weeds. Forward, grab, up. This gets your back. So you can get your obliques, you can get your biceps, you can get your back, in addition to your core. So that's just a little something that I wanted to share with you, and I hope it helps. Hi guys, I want to just share with you my thoughts on family versus relatives. So, have you ever heard anyone say, "Oh, well, we have to keep in contact. We have to keep our communication because he's family." Or how about, well, even though this person is here all the time, even though this person is with us, he's not really one of us. He's not really family. I believe that family is anybody who is within your heart. I believe family, they're the ones that have your back. They're the ones that include you. They're the ones that protect you. The sad thing is, many of us have relatives who do not treat us as family and are not family. In fact, I will say this, very sadly, I have plenty of blood relatives who are not family at all and who I will never call family. But in contrast, I have plenty of people who I did not grow up with, plenty of people who are in my life that are family. I'm going to demonstrate to you, tell you, I have my sister who is a blood relative, who is one of my best friends. She's like my twin. In fact, I wrote 2 songs for her, Dana Bobena, and Dana, I know you're watching this, and also Aries, because she's an Aries, and, well, I'm an Aries too. We're not literally twins, but we may as well be. In contrast, there's other people, other blood relatives who have basically acted like the opposite of family. And if I were one of those people that said, "Oh, well, I'm still going to go ahead and try to reach out because this person is family," well, I'm insane. I will not. I wish no harm on anyone, but at the same time, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to devote my time and my energy to the ones that are family and to the ones that are really there for me, because you only live this life once. So don't, so I am not going to waste my heart. I'm not going to waste my energy on people who are not going to give it back. Sorry, I don't care if you're blood. You're not family. In contrast, I have a friend, someone who I did not grow up with, someone who I, just became friends with. And this person is family. I'll give you an example. Chris, when he started losing his hair and when I shaved my face, this man shaved his face too, and he only met Chris a few times. He did that out of pure friendship. That's something a brother does. In contrast, you have the blood relative who doesn't include my sister and I in anything, and who has treated us like basically outsiders. So, you know what? Family is not defined by blood. It is defined by the people who truly act out of love. And I just wanted to share those thoughts because, there's a lot of people, just because a person is related to you, and that person could be a sibling, that person could be a parent, that person could be, sadly, a kid, that doesn't make them family. What makes them family is how loved you feel and how respected you feel by this person. And I just had to share that, because if you happen to be dealing with relatives who make you feel like crap, who get you to even doubt yourself, you ain't dealing with family, in my opinion. Family, they're the ones that make you feel special. They're the ones that make you feel loved. And family can be your four-legged companion. Family can be, it can be anybody who makes you feel like the champ that you are. So anyway, you're a champ. Talk to you soon.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
Transform your home into a sanctuary by exploring BrielleandCo.com. From candles to room sprays, our collection of home essentials is designed to elevate your living experience. Choose from our unique fragrance blends using high-quality ingredients to effortlessly create a welcoming and beautiful home. Shop now at BrielleandCo.com. That's BrielleandCo.com.